It is my hope that you have been able to understand at least something, my scrumptious darlings. If you are unhappy and unlucky, if nobody loves you, if nobody needs you, and you find yourself surrounded by inconsolable circumstances where there's no way out, you do have a way out. Do not be jealous when you see others do well, and do not be disappointed when you look at yourself. Become a firefly and move yourself. Instead of looking at reality which surrounds you and feeling that you have to accept it as something that you have no influence of, order your reality, compose it. Compose upcoming reality and move toward it by using your plate. Move yourself in current frame of reality through your image form and reflection algorithms. You do not like yourself because you compare yourself with that which is alien to your standards. Beauty, happiness, and success are unique to each individual. You have a hard time changing yourself because you are led by the script. Your desires are not written into the script and do not have any effect on it. Through the composition of reflection, you can change yourself. You can change your mannequin. Combine principles of moving yourself with the algorithm of strolling through a movie with full seriousness and do it systematically. Make it a habit. Remember, in the last chapter, I introduced you to the idea that besides just composing your reality, you can compose yourself. You can compose your mannequin. If you were not asleep, you should have been quite surprised by it. What does it mean? I will remind you. You have your own mannequins in each film roll stored in the Eternity Archive. When you're watching one of these film rolls, in the dream, your consciousness finds its mannequin. The mannequin becomes alive and starts moving. As long as you're dreaming that dream, you live in that mannequin and experiencing yourself as one of many variations. The same happens in reality. Your life moves through film rolls. Your consciousness enters a new version of the mannequin when you switch film rolls, and it becomes alive and enters current reality in the current frame. Do you remember? A while ago, I told you that if you look in the mirror in your dream, you might not recognize yourself. It simply means that you have mannequins that have different appearances and qualities in different film roles. Your mannequin looks and feels pretty similar on the film roles that are adjacent to each other. So, you look like yourself on them. However, film roles that are away from each other, you will find yourself to be quite different. I'm not talking about the difference in time, for example, you being young or being old, or difference in the shape of your body. I mean, the mannequin can change right now, in a very short time frame. You have the ability to change yourself fast, even to a point of noticeable physical transformations. In the same way, your qualities can change. You can become confident, charming, have great communication skills, be brave, intelligent, and highly professional. Before I explain how this is done, I will inform you first. Changing yourself does not mean that you should throw your existing self away. We're talking here about progress and development, especially if you're one of those rare species of snails who already like yourself and do not want to change yourself. If you do not progress and develop, you degrade. You must change yourself without betraying yourself, your originality, principles, conventions, and credo. Making yourself better does not mean betraying yourself. Do not redo yourself. Make yourself. Kindle the spark of the Creator. Do not try to fit yourself to alien standards. Create your own standards. Let other snails see you and admire you. Let them be jealous. You can create your standards when you accept your uniqueness. Originality, that is all you have. But it is plenty for almost everything. Uniqueness is by itself is perfection, because there is not another one of its kind anywhere. Is there a value in that which nobody else possesses? But of course, it does have value. My sweet, delicious masterpieces. It is an advantage that can either be used or be forgotten about in a dusty addict. It is simply up to you to choose. However, the ability to understand and actual acceptance of your own originality, your self-sufficiency, is as challenging as comprehension about your presence inside of a movie. Have you noticed that when you categorically dislike something about yourself, it is impossible to convince you that it could be your advantage? For example, from the perspective of standards, your individual uniqueness in physical appearance, character, and mannerism might be considered as flawed. However, flaws hold a paradoxical essence. If accepted, it becomes a valuable and highly individualized asset. If not accepted, and it's being fought with, it turns into disadvantage. And that's exactly how it's perceived by others. Is it an asset or disadvantage? You are perfection itself. Did you hear what I just said? Wake up, snail, and get it into your damn head. You're perfect. Repeat after me. I am perfect. Such is the beauty of the nature of your design. Perfection is the acceptance of individuality in its uniqueness. Harmony appears with acceptance. And vice versa, rejection births disharmony. This state is experienced by all. So, before you rush to eliminate any of them, go ahead and take a better look at what you call flaws. Maybe it is possible that, if accepted, they will turn into your unique advantages and values. Look closer. No looking back at so-called standards. try to relax, at least for a couple of days, and accept yourself as you are. You will see for yourself what happens. Possibly, you might become beloved by your own delicious self. Now, you must differentiate your flaws and your vices. Obvious vice or weakening link which directly harms you, your health, image, or hurts others must be exterminated. I will not be giving you examples of such, as they are obvious. When it comes to everything else, you must develop yourself instead of trying to rid of flaws. Focusing your attention on flaws, especially physical, will only worsen them, especially if it cannot be changed. Now, if something can be changed through self-development process, then you have even more reasons to do so. But only if you have a very, very strong desire to change the flaw or eliminate it. If you only kind of want to, leave it be. Concentrate all your attention on your positive qualities. Otherwise, your life will be a battle. It is much more effective to develop your strengths and qualities than try to read flaws, simply because it makes them stronger and they end up making flaws irrelevant. Sometimes automatically deleting its existence and making it unimportant.